Have you ever spent your entire evening fighting the urge to check your phone, only to end up doom scrolling for hours and feeling incredibly guilty?
Oh, completely. We waste so much energy relying on our limited willpower battery when we should really just be changing our environment to make our bad habits annoying.
Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
And that is our mission for this deep dive today. Welcome, everyone. We are framing today's discussion as part of the Skillify English series.
Right. We're using a story-based English learning approach, so we will speak clearly and keep the pace moderate. It's perfect if you are building your English skills maybe around that beginner to intermediate level.
For sure. But the topic we are diving into is something you can apply to your life right away. We're looking at some fascinating research on behavioral habits. Basically, environment design versus willpower.
It is such a big topic because, we always blame ourselves. If you don't study English tonight, you think, oh, I am just lazy.
Right, you think you don't have discipline.
Exactly. But the sources we read show something totally different. Your brain isn't lazy. It is simply reacting to the room you put it in.
I mean, to understand why we end up doom scrolling at night, we really have to understand why our motivation fails us.
Yeah, we have this myth about willpower. We treat willpower like it is this permanent shield, like magic armor.
A personality trait.
Right, exactly. But psychologists in our source material describe it as a battery. It's a literal battery in your brain.
So it runs out.
It runs out. It starts fully charged in the morning. But every single decision you make, answering emails, dealing with traffic, picking your outfit, it drains that battery.
But wait, let me play devil's advocate here. Isn't it just a matter of discipline? I mean, if you really want to learn a language, shouldn't you just push through that feeling?
You would think so, right? But the sources give a biological explanation for this. Your brain is biologically designed to save energy.
Because thinking takes calories.
Tons of calories. So the brain always wants to take the path of least resistance. By 8 o'clock at night, your willpower battery is basically at 1%.
Oh, just 1%.
Yeah. So think about it. If a good habit is hard, like opening a heavy textbook to study English, and a bad habit is easy, like picking up your phone.
Your brain is going to choose the phone.
99% of the time. Because the phone takes zero energy. The secret to success isn't having superhuman willpower. It's avoiding the use of willpower completely.
Okay, that makes sense. So if we can't rely on willpower, what do we rely on? And that brings us to the physics of habits.
The concept of friction.
Friction, I love this part. So in these studies, friction is just the amount of effort or the number of steps required to do an action.
It's the golden rule of habits.
Right. If you want to build a good habit, reduce the friction to zero. If you want to break a bad habit, increase the friction.
Make it hard to do.
Exactly. So let's look at an example of high friction. Say you want to study English in the morning, but your notebook is closed. It's inside a drawer. And your favorite pen is in another room.
That sounds like a tiny problem, right? Like, just open the drawer.
Right. Logically, it takes 10 seconds. But mentally, it is a massive obstacle. These small steps make you second-guess the decision.
You literally start to second-guess it.
Yeah. Before you even open the drawer, your brain is like, that is too much work. I have to find the pen to open the book. I'll just do it tomorrow.
Because your willpower battery is low, so the friction stops you.
Exactly. So we have to use low friction instead. Environment design. You take that English notebook, you leave it open on the correct page.
Right.
You put a nice pen right on top of it, and you leave it sitting on your nightstand or the kitchen table next to the coffee machine.
So when you wake up, it's just there.
It's just there. The helpful choice becomes the automatic choice. You don't have to make a decision.
That is so powerful. And you use the exact same rule for breaking bad habits. Well, you increase the friction. If you want to stop checking your phone, don't just leave it on your desk and promise not to touch it.
Oh, yeah. That never works for me.
Because you are using willpower. You are staring at it, fighting the urge. It drains your battery.
So what should we do instead?
Put it in another room. Or put it in a drawer down the hallway. Or, hand it to your partner.
Oh, wow. That'd be physically difficult to get.
Exactly. The physical friction of standing up, walking to another room, opening a drawer that is usually enough to stop the urge. Your brain says, actually, I don't want to walk all the way over there.
Too much effort.
Right. It's too much friction.
Okay, so we've solved the physical environment. But there is a modern dilemma in the sources that we need to talk about.
The phones themselves.
Yes. Our biggest distractions aren't just physical items anymore. It is digital clutter. How do you design an environment when your phone is your study tool, but it is also your biggest trap?
It's a huge problem. Because you might use your phone to read an English article or listen to this audio.
Right. So you can't just put it in another room.
No, you can't. So the sources introduce this concept of the digital sanctuary.
The digital sanctuary.
Yeah. You have to clean up your digital space. Think about your home screen. If you have a social media app with a bright red notification on it,
Just staring at you.
just staring at you,
Yeah.
you are inviting distraction. Those red badges are designed to trigger your brain.
It reminds me of the analogy from the source material. It's like having these distracting apps front and center. It is exactly like placing a giant box of chocolate cake in the middle of your kitchen table, right when you are trying to go on a healthy diet.
That is a perfect way to describe it.
I mean, even if you don't eat the cake, you have to use your willpower to say no every single time you walk past the table.
And eventually your battery dies and you eat the cake. Or, you click the app.
So what are the actionable steps here? How do we build this sanctuary?
First, move those tempting apps. Put them in hidden folders on the very last page of your phone.
Add some friction.
Exactly. Or, honestly, just delete them during the week. And then place your helpful apps like your dictionary or your podcast app directly in the center of the home screen.
Make the good thing easy.
Yes. But the most crucial step, and this is so important, turn off non-essential notifications.
All the buzzes and pings.
Yes. Every time your phone buzzes, it steals your focus. The sources actually call focus our precious gold.
Precious gold.
Yeah. Your attention is so valuable, you have to protect it from every random alert.
Okay, so let's say our physical environment is good, the notebook is out, and our digital friction is optimized. The phone is quiet.
Okay.
How do we actually sit down and start? Especially when we are busy. I feel like this is where people still get stuck.
Yeah, getting started is the hardest part. And the sources highlight a huge misconception about this.
What's the misconception?
People think they need a perfect, quiet 2-hour block of time to learn or study.
Oh, for sure. Like if I don't have 2 free hours, I just won't study at all today.
Right. We wait for perfect conditions. But the researchers say you should make the goal comically small.
Comically small, like a joke.
Basically, yeah. So small it feels easy. They suggest creating a 10-minute sanctuary.
Okay, tell me how that works.
You choose one specific physical spot. It could be a specific chair or just a corner of the sofa.
So have one spot in your house.
Yes. And when you sit there, you do nothing else. No scrolling, no emails. You just connect with your learning material for exactly 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes.
That's it.
Why does that work so well?
Because over time, your brain builds an automatic association with that physical space. You are conditioning your mind for peace and focus.
It's like training a habit loop.
Exactly. When you sit in that chair, your brain eventually says, oh, we are in the study spot. It's time to focus. You stop relying on intense willpower and you start relying on your spaces.
That is so smart. Okay, I want to make sure we really cement these ideas for our listeners. Let's do a quick word tour.
Oh, good idea. Let's synthesize the vocabulary we talked about today.
Yeah, just to ensure you can walk away with these concepts fully locked in.
Yeah.
So we have 4 target terms from the source text.
Let's start with the first one, willpower.
Willpower. The draining mental energy shield that we use to resist temptation. Remember, it's like a battery.
Right. It drains throughout the day. The second word is friction.
Friction. That's the physical or mental steps, the obstacles between you and an action.
Good habits need low friction. Bad habits need high friction.
Exactly. Okay, the third term is doom scrolling.
Oh, the modern trap. Doom scrolling is obsessively scrolling on a device like your phone, even when it completely drains your energy.
We've all been there. And the final phrase is second guess.
To second guess, that is the act of doubting or hesitating on a good decision, usually because the environment wasn't prepared.
Right. When the notebook is in the drawer, you second guess if you really want to study.
Exactly. These words are the core of environment design.
This deep dive has been so helpful. And for you listening, I want to bring the focus back to you right now.
Yeah, think about your own daily routines.
Stop blaming yourself for losing a fight against your own biology. Seriously, you don't need a stronger mind to succeed.
No, you just need a smarter room.
A smarter room.
Oh.
So here's a challenge for you tonight. Make one small change. Hide the phone, open the book on the table, and make the good choice the easy choice.
Just one small change can do it. And, before we go, the sources left us with a final thought to mull over. Something a bit provocative.
Oh, What's that?
Well, the sources showed us how simple it is to manipulate our own behavior.
Right.
Just by changing physical and digital friction.
Yeah, moving a book or hiding an app.
Right. But consider this. If our environment shapes our choices this predictably, who else is designing the environments we interact with every day?
Oh, wow. That is a heavy question.
Right. When you walk into a big grocery store or when you open a really popular app, whose goals is that environment designed to serve?
Probably not our goals.
Definitely not. The friction in a supermarket or an app is designed by experts to make you spend money and spend time.
They design the environment to trap us. That is wild to think about.
It really makes you look at the world differently.
It does. Thank you all so much for joining this deep dive today. We really appreciate you spending your time with us.
Yes. Thank you for listening. Try designing your own environment tonight.
Have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.